Day 11 of me trading my Apex funded account. Look at that. That is where this account is right now. Pretty unfortunate, This is what I'm down so far today. I know I give myself only 2 trades, and I'm going to go over what I took and why I took what I took, but I think I may have to do a 3rd trade today. I think this is the day for that, possibly. So market open here, 8:30 for me, and I see that price is under this hourly 50 EMA. So I should be looking for shorts at that point. I'm saying, okay, since we're under that line, I need to look for the first bull candle opening and closing below the 10 EMA on the 3-minute, which is this light blue line. We get it right here. Now, we had a lot of bear candles in a row. So I usually don't like continuing to short after like a big dump like this. But I've seen this strategy work so well that I've doubted myself even when it's done stuff like this and it still goes lower. So I said, I'm just going to stick to the strategy. So I got under the low of this bull candle right here and had my stop. Obviously at the time, it was a little bit above the 3-minute 10 EMA. So, looking back, I should have maybe exited one of my contracts here or here. Definitely should have done that to have the loss not be as bad, because now this is where I'm at my distance drawdown. You can see that, which that kind of sucks, but I saw that we were having a hard time trying to close back over the 10 EMA, which I liked, and just waited to play the 21-minute rule where I moved my stop to 0.7 R. I walked away and then it turned around right on me and I got stopped out for 0.7 R. Now I kind of, as this was happening, I kind of had like a game plan because I figured maybe this could happen. It was a possibility. So one thing I want to talk about, which I haven't talked about in a long time, which it did not help me out today. As I'm in this trade, I'm looking at, let me go ahead and hide that. I'm looking at the 50 EMA, this orange yellowish line on the 3-minute and the VWAP right here. So you guys know that secondary strategy, right? It is the VWAP and 50 strategy where price makes a strong move below both indicators and you wait for it to come back to VWAP or the 50 EMA, and if they're close together, the indicators, you play the rejection down. So my game plan was, if I get stopped out, it'll be around where the VWAP and 50 are, and at that time they're really close together. So I wanted to try that out and short, and do that strategy. So that did not work. Pretty much just ran to my stop. And then I was thinking maybe I should have just waited for another bull candle to open and close below the 10 EMA on the 3-minute so I could short below it. And there you go. It may do it here. Let me go ahead and delete these lines because I lost a full R there. Couldn't even move my stop for the 21-minute rule. We're still under this pink line. So I'm still looking to short. If we get a bull candle opening and closing right here, or somewhere here, I will attempt to short again. That could bite me in the butt. I think I'm going to lower my risk on this because, like I said, this is the furthest I've been into my distance drawdown, which kind of sucks. So I'll probably lower my risk. I have to decide what that's going to be. And then, but yeah, I could lose again because it could come up and we can come near this VWAP and 50 EMA and it could bounce. So that can happen. if we don't get a bull candle opening and closing below the 10 EMA on the 3-minute, what would be great is if price can go ahead and keep on pushing, don't close below that EMA, and get past this hourly 50 EMA and come up here. Then throw in a reset candle where it closes below the 10. I'm kind of saying all of this. It's probably hard to kind of follow what I'm saying. Basically, I want price to come back up here and give a bear reset candle opening and closing above the 10 EMA so I can go long. If it's not going to give me a bull candle here, I want it to pop back above this 50, retrace a little bit, test it out, and then come back and give me another bear candle opening and closing above not only this 10 EMA, but also the hourly 50 EMA, and then I'll go long. That's what I would want to do, but we'll see. Now, the other thing that's I'm a little annoyed at is around 12, probably like 20-ish, I'm going to have to leave. So that kind of makes me a little upset because it's kind of like the same thing I've been running into. I'll leave and the setups I'm looking for now may happen, but I won't be here to take them. And that's a little frustrating, especially after 2 losses like this. That's very frustrating. So anyways, we'll see what happens. Hopefully a setup can happen quickly and I can take it and be done. All right, so price did push above the hourly 50 EMA. However, what I had said is I wanted a price to come down, create a bull candle opening and closing below that 10 EMA here, and then pop back up, give another bear reset candle to get long above. That didn't happen. We pushed up and we stayed above that 10 EMA here for a good little while. We came down and okay, so we got the bull candle, right? Even though this didn't technically close below that 10 EMA, I'm kind of calling it a close enough candle. And that would have worked for a short. So it's so unfortunate. I had a feeling that was going to happen. But even let's say because there's a good chance I would have seen that close and said, that definitely closed above. I'm not going to call that a close enough candle. Even if it was this candle, because this would be the first official bull candle opening and closing below that 10. The stop would have been like here. And let's see if that would have worked, right? It looks like it would have for the 1.2 R that I usually target. So, that really sucks. I kind of called it. It was like, had these setups. I usually don't even take the 50 and VWAP strategy, but it looked really good today, so I just thought I'd try it, and it just did not work out. I'm like, out of all the times recently that the VWAP and the 50 has not worked out, like why this time, it still didn't work out. So I'm probably not going to trade. Let me see, where would I have to be done there? We got the bear reset candle here. If anything, here's the bull reset candle, possibly. It has to close under, again, the 10 EMA. I guess that trade setup would be, my stop would go either above the 50 or I could put it down below, kind of like right here above this. Let me zoom in. And also above the shaved top bear candle right here, which price could definitely come back up to this. Here's a shaved top one right here. So this might be good for a short. I don't know. I'm thinking a little more about taking this. We are under that hourly 50 EMA. I don't want to force anything. I think I'm just going to play like one contract and just see what it does from there. Because again, you know, I don't have as much room, right, to play with. All right, so I did place the trade. Now, the thing I don't kind of like is we do have this double bottom right here, and we've already come to the neckline of this double bottom. You know, I may want to consider just getting out of everything. If price could even get back down here again, it may not be able to. You know, the bulls might be a little strong in this area. So what I do know is that if this hammer candle gets taken out, I actually don't like this box. I'm just going to say right here, just going to mark this as right the neckline of the double bottom. And now we've got a hammer candle here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I could lose on this as well. I may be a little more aggressive in moving my stop. We have a lot of bear volume spikes right here. If this candle, I would think, gets taken out or coming up. Heck, even if, well, yeah, this hammer got taken out, but it was a hammer candle. It's kind of a bullish candle anyways. It would suck if this loses because this is my third trade and I'm not really supposed to trade 3 times. But what I would like to see is this hammer candle low get taken out. I would feel, lighten this a little bit. I think I'd feel a little bit better if this low, right, gets taken out, and it needs to kind of happen. So it's happening now, okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. I just want to see that low get taken out. That's a lot of, you know, buying pressure right here. And if this hammer candle gets taken out, that's really good as well. I don't know if I have the ability to hold. I can't lie to you. I think I just want to get some of the loss back. I don't know that I can hold. I'm struggling right now. Let's see what I can get back. It made another hammer candle. That is not what I wanted to see. Now I will say though, and it again was right at this line, which is the double bottom neckline. So the bulls are trying to bounce. You know, they're using that. I don't know if price can get back into this area. I'll probably just get out of the whole trade. But now I'm kind of thinking this is a great chance for the bulls to just go ahead and push this up and out. So if they don't do it here or in the next maybe 1 to 2 more candles, maybe I'll feel a little bit better about this trade. But right now I'm not feeling that confident. I just totally just wanted to take this setup and, you know, there you go. I have to decide if I'll get out here. Maybe I'll just take one contract off if we kind of get past this low and see what happens with the other one. But the bears have to really push down here. They can't really let off. So I will be back with an update in a little bit. Okay, so price came down here again. It was really fast. I didn't feel like I wanted to get out of the trade. We did close back above the 10, but on this candle, I was wondering, okay, this might be a bear candle. Will it close above that 10 EMA? And it didn't. And it had a stronger close below it. Now that, you know, doesn't necessarily mean anything because right as I'm talking, we still have these hammer candles to deal with, and looks like we have another hammer candle that is, you know, trying to form. I just don't want to keep seeing hammer candles getting formed. Like I would love for in this last minute to just go ahead and either flush, and or if it does that, I'd even take if something came back up But I get a little, if I'm in a short trade and I start seeing hammer candles, it's a little, I get a little nervous. So I don't want this to be a hammer candle. And I guess it really can't anymore because this wick is just like crazy long. So maybe this will be like kind of an indecision candle. So we're still fighting where I got entered. I'm still trying to hang on. I've got another 3 or so minutes before I can move my stop to 0.7 R, but I'll probably move it a little bit. I probably won't make it go all the way to 0.7 R. I may keep it above the 50. And see, look, wow, that's crazy. So the bulls, I may want to think about getting out because the bears are trying and they're not really getting anywhere. Anyways, on this mark right here at the end of this candle, I'm supposed to, basically move my stop. So I will move it if it doesn't just shoot up and stop me out, which that can happen. So we'll see what kind of happens here. I'll let you know. I will be kind of upset if it reaches this 50. Let me get this alert out of the way. Or comes up here, stops me out and turns around. I'm telling you, it could really do that. It does that all the time. So we'll kind of see what happens here. Oh, there it is. So stopped out there. So that sucks. And now, since I'm out, I kind of want it. See, I want it to kind of keep going up. Like it's the worst feeling ever when you get stopped out and then it turns around. So I'll update in a little bit. Okay, yep, got stopped out. So this is where it's my P&L now. I think this has been my worst day. Yeah, this has been my worst day. And now this is how much I got left from my drawdown. It is really tight now. So I'm thinking from here on out, I'm just going to be playing one contract until I can kind of build it back up. If I do build it back up, if I don't keep making these mistakes or what you call this, like, to be honest, I shouldn't have taken this trade, even though in the moment I was just very... Like, I hadn't seen the 50 and the VWAP setup look that good in a really long time. The best trade of today was probably this right here or this candle. These were it, and I missed it. So, but price actually still could come down and do this, But that's my last trade. I definitely cannot trade anymore. And yeah, I was just silly, right? Because get all these hammer candles and buying pressure right at the double bottom neckline here. This was such a good day though. I hate seeing days like this because so much opportunity. It's just with my specific strategy, I can't take advantage of this and this and this sometimes, right? The only one I was able to really take advantage of was this one because, again, if price is below this hourly 50 EMA, I have to kind of short. So wasn't even looking to try to go long here in this area. And yeah, that's on a day like this, it's a tough assignment, right? To figure out, well, I know my setup is going to work or my strategy is going to work. It's just picking which time it's going to work, right? And obviously, with every strategy, nobody knows 100% of when that will happen. But maybe after this getting stopped out, I should have maybe just waited. And then I was a little excited to be back home from running my errand. And I think that also made me want to just get into a trade. And this was like a perfect setup right here. So it was more of an impulse, I believe. Yeah, it was more of an impulse than a really super thought out trade. So very unfortunate. But anyways, like and subscribe and I'll see you on the next one.